Don't forget to share the broadcast quickly. I don't want to waste your time. I want to just say two things. Share the broadcast when you see it, especially. It's not a broadcast for everyone, but a broadcast for the Upnd leadership. I'm not going to waste your time. Like I said, I will go straight to the point. Within 10 minutes, I'll be done with my advice. Looking at what has happened in a space of 1 week or so, especially with the outcome of Bowman Lusambo's case and Mr. Milanji, you agree with me now that what I've been speaking, what I've been crying about has finally come upon us. We are losing it. We are losing it. You know, at a point I said, no, I'm not going to talk about this again. But look, it's all about HH. It's not all about me or any other person. It's all about HH. If in the year 2026, HH loses election and hand over power to anyone, he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. Whether he committed a crime or he didn't commit a crime. In fact, if he lost election in 2021, Edgar Lungu made it clear that he was going to jail. He was going to prison. So as things stand today, if he loses election in 2026, in 2031, he's going to jail. Whether even if United Nations, African Union come together and put their forces together, it's not going to save him. So that is why everybody that loves President HH must wake up and really unite and defend this government. Because this government, as things stand today, it's difficult, all I can say. In the first place, starting from those people that have been appointed by the president, I heard one of them saying that Bowman Lusambo and the Milanji winning court case is a sign that the government is doing well. And it's painful because the president was not aware that Bowman Lusambo was going to win the case. Now, this is where presidential aides come into. There is no case, whether be it an arrest or a court case, that's supposed to happen without the president knowing the outcome. The president is supposed to know the outcome of an arrest, especially when it involves a political figure like Bowman Lusambo or Milanji. Personally, to me, PF is getting strong by day. PF is getting pompous by day. PF is uniting by day. And this is not what I fought for. This is not what it's not what I thought. I thought by now, using the power at our disposal, PF would have been maybe remaining 2 or 3 people there. It would have been a scattered party. But with what is happening today, the morale that they are getting, those guys are becoming so strong. I'm telling you, the way we are treating them, they are the one treating. We are actually in opposition. They are still in power. The way I'm seeing things. And when we speak, somebody say no, it's a separation of power, or anybody says it's a separation of power. There is no separation of power. Not at all. You can never separate a government system. The court, the police, or any other institution under government supposed to have a working relationship with State House. Police, army, ZNS, ZAF, prisons, so long as it's under government, you are supposed to have a good working relationship. When police arrest someone, especially a political figure, I'm not saying the president must interfere. No. At least the president must have information. Someone from the police must tell the president to say, this case is not going anywhere. Someone from the police must communicate to State House, letting the do you know who a president is? After God in any country, the next is the president. Someone must brief the president and say, this case is not going anywhere. There must be that relationship. So if these guys are not providing the information to the president, if the police is not giving the information, if the court is not giving the information to the president, then how are you going to rule a country like that? I want to show you something from here. I want to play something for you here. Listen to this. I don't know what, I really don't know. Yeah, anyway, let me play something here. This is Amos Chanda. This is Amos Chanda, right? Amos Chanda was the what to Edgar Lungu. I want you to listen to this clip. Here exactly State House, the type of relationship State House supposed to develop with the police. Listen to this before I come back. Listen very carefully. Where? Okay.
Good evening, guys. How are you? We're fine, thank you. We are fine, eh? Saka is okay? No, Saka is okay. No one is going for the throat of another. No, he's in custard. He can't do that from custard. No, he's in custard. He's in custard. It's what as you sleep, you do my work. No, and that's a difference I do want to make because the lady who was there. She was sympathetic to these people and she made the police look like you can dare them. That's why your police officers would be guarding the university and they are disarmed. And the chap gets a gun from a police officer. 2 meters away and begins to laugh at the police. Forget that change of the thing as service. You are a force. Essentially, that's what the police is. Service crap and whatnot. When you lose the element of force, then it's back the police. No, I was actually calling because there was a rumor that there was some extraordinary legal efforts to give him bond at the weekend, but I said no. As far as I know, he's still in there. So he's still there. He's still in there. No, we must send a message. We must see. Yes. Rwanda came down because of those messages. He said, people will take it literally. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make him a lesson to others. Yeah, there has to be a lesson indeed. There has to be a lesson. I know he won't go until Monday. Yeah, he fight it before court. Yeah, in fact, on Tuesday is a holiday, isn't it? Yes, if that thing fair on Monday, then Wow. About your plan, doctor? No, please proceed with that plan. Please. I was with the boss, we were talking about that one, then he was asking me, is he going to be out today? I said, I don't expect that on a Saturday. Should there be extraordinary efforts for him? Nothing at all, nothing at all. Don't be there. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, thank you very much. We can exchange notes.
Now, this is how a relationship between State House and the police is supposed to be. This is the spokesperson for Edgar Lungu, Amos Chanda, talking to Inspector General of Police, saying, is Kamburi going to come out? We need information. I was with the boss. I was with Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu was asking, is he going to come out? The Inspector General of Police saying, he is not coming out until... Now, this type of relationship does not exist between the State House and the police. It does not exist between the court and the State House. How are you going to rule now? Tell me what kind of government is this? How are you going to rule before the president leaves State House going to campaign in the Copper Belt? He was supposed to be briefed from the court, telling him that that thing is not going to work. Stay home. That is the work of presidential aid. That's what you are supposed to be doing. You are not supposed to be sleeping. Every blessed day you wake up, you dress up, you go to State House, you go and make dirty deals. We know what is going on at State House. You go there and do nothing. Just make a deal and go home. You don't have the interest of the president at heart. You don't talk to the police. There is nothing that you are doing at State House apart from making dirty deals, opening an account in South Africa, opening an account here and there. We know what is going on. But while you are doing those things, why not protect this president? Why not protect Edgar Lungu? See what Amos Chanda was doing for Edgar Lungu. Look at it. Amos Chanda was able to communicate with the Inspector General of Police, asking him if GBM was coming out. I was talking with the boss. The boss was wanting to know whether GBM will come out. That type of relationship does not exist between the State House and the police. State House wake up and do what they like. Police wake up and do what they like. Court wake up and do what they like. And you say you are separating power. Separating power, we and for who? To me, I thought by now PF would have. That's why I don't care again. If PF want, let them come and rule again. That doesn't concern me. I'm in Nigeria here. I'm not going to suffer. I'm doing very well. I started doing very well even before HH became president. So that somebody will not wake up and say, because HH give you 1 billion, HH give you 2 billion. Before HH became president, I was already building hotels. It doesn't concern me. I'm not going to suffer. You are the people that are going to suffer. A whole president, a sitting president, someone advises him to go and start mixing himself in a crowd. This was not in opposition. We were advising him to come out and meet the people. But he is now a president. And not a president that is loved by PF and the criminals. This is a president that is hated so much. You encourage him. You took him from State House and tell him to go and start going to people's house one after the other. What if they poison him in those houses? You don't think when power gets into people, they change. They stop reasoning like a human being. It happened to PF and it's going to happen to Upnd. That I'm assuring you. You don't think. A whole president, you know that they hate him. You carry him, start taking him from people's houses to... Do you think that poison is only eating food? Somebody can shake him and give him poison. He meets with people day and night campaigning when he doesn't know whether the election will go through or the election will not go through. And he has presidential advisors. He has actually political advisors. What are you doing there? It is the duty of the political advisor to have relationship with the court. Look, HH does not know all these things. HH is a born again, you know, he's a business guy. He doesn't understand dirty politics. We, the people around him, are the ones that are supposed to do this job. He can't do this job. HH cannot pick up his phone and call the IG to say, look, this is happening, that is happening, do this, do that. No, it's not his responsibility. It's the responsibility of the people around him, his aides. What are they doing there if they cannot be able to take care of the president? What is the work of the political advisors, presidential aides? This was Amos Chanda. I don't like PF. But these guys were so coordinated. You would never separate government from state house and from their cadres. When they were in power, if not that they were abusing their power, these guys were so coordinated. By the time they are arresting you, in the court, they already have their own magistrate that is going to convict you. They know that they are winning the case. By the time they are arresting you, the Inspector General of Police is already aware that you are going to be arrested. The government that we have in power today, number one, State House is not connected to government itself. There is a difference between State House and Upnd government. They are not connected. State House is not connected with the police. The police is doing what they like. The IG was appointed by the president, but the president doesn't know what the IG is doing. State House is not connected with the court. How can a whole president be embarrassed going to campaign when court had another thing in mind? It was the responsibility of the presidential aide to know exactly. I was in Zambia. When we were working with PF, the magistrate that was going to take care of any case is not the president. It is the presidential aide and people, top people in the leadership, that ask him a question. How is this thing going to be? They give you information. You carry that information and pass it to the president. Upnd government do not have relations, not Upnd government. They are not serious when it comes to government. But Upnd State House does not have a single communication and relationship with the court. Then what do you want us to do? We will keep embarrassing ourselves. These days to support Upnd, it's like 1,000. I don't make noise again. Do you see me making noise? Because the way I'm seeing things, the way things are going. Yeah, I'm just watching. Not only me. We are too many of us. Thousands of us that are now watching. Because things are going out of hand. The Upnd, I'm even talking about the police. The State House is disconnected from the party leadership. Party leaders do not have access to the president. It's unlike PF. When the lowest cadre in PF, the most useless cadre in PF could go to State House and sit down with Edgar Lungu. It doesn't happen in this leadership. The Upnd party is completely disconnected from State House. So who is going to tell you the truth? How are you going to get the truth at State House? If the government is not united, the police is doing what they want, the court is doing what they want. I'm not saying that the president must interfere. No, no. Get me very, very well. I'm not saying that the president must interfere. Because I watched the president saying this is what we fought for. We wanted independence. Yes. Even where there is independence, not interfering with cause. The people, presidential aid, supposed to have access to an outcome of any case before it happens. But what happened? It didn't happen, which made the president, a whole president, go to Copperbelt and wasted days. What is going on? Apart from Mr. Jito Kayumba, who is trying to be in touch with the people, who is trying to go to this person, go to that person, know what they want, even ask for advice for the government to move on. Which other presidential aide is able to go and speak to people that fought for the party? I have seen Jito posing in picture, meeting all these other guys that fought for the party. I have seen him going to talk. Apart from him, in those people that are in State House, how many of you have gone to look out for people that campaigned for you? As we are speaking today, UPND, a party in government, is being treated like a party in opposition. I watch giving Lubinda, those people who were hiding and shaking when we just won the election. These people are now lions. They can say what they want. It's not what I thought. I thought by now PF would have disappeared. If it was me, if I was a presidential aide, if I was the presidential aide, and if I was the Inspector General of Police, the story of Bowman Lusambo contesting in Kabushi was going to be forgotten a long time ago. I myself, I was going to arrest Bowman Lusambo and charge him with murder. Yes, whether it will go through, it will not go through, it's not bailable. Bowman Lusambo contributed in the murder of Obed. The same way Mumbipiri is in prison today is the same way Bowman Lusambo was supposed to be in prison. The issue of even him contesting, it was not even going to be there. If you see him parading everywhere, I told you that if I will not be on the ballot paper, you are not... Bowman Lusambo that was crying like a baby, today is a lion because of stupidity. If I was the Inspector General of Police, Bowman Lusambo was going to be inside. I don't care whether he's innocent or innocent, so long as he has been mentioned, openly mentioned by Chishimba Kambwede, that this guy was involved in the murder of Obed. That one alone, he was supposed to go inside. At least stay there for 2 years. If at the end of everything, investigation comes out that he's innocent, then he will be given a knowledge. But by the time he's there in 2 years, Kabushi election is done. UPND has won it, simple. The kind of stupidity that is being exhibited in UPND government has never been done anywhere in Africa. I have never seen it before. A country is not a church. You don't bring Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, blood of Jesus and holiness in leadership. If you do it, believe me, even Jesus himself, when he went to the synagogue and saw people selling in the synagogue, he became angry and he started flogging them with whip, not praying and prophesying to them. Why is this government so slow, so lenient? Why is this government treating criminals like they are saints? To me, If I was the IG, not if, let's forget about being the presidential aide. If I was the IG, Milanji would not be in Zambia today. It would be on their own. Most of the PF members that are moving all over, look at them, parading everywhere. Criminals, those that looted the country dry, they are parading. They are now the Messiah. We must run away from them, right? In every WhatsApp group, where they put me, where there is PF, once we put something, they will come in number and attack us. They have outnumbered us. The people that are supposed to be hiding today, who is advising the president? Eh? Why is it that you guys are very selfish? What happened in Copper Belt is an insult. And let me tell you this. Let me say something that you don't know. UPND no longer have a stronghold. Our stronghold used to be social media, but it's no longer there. PF have taken over our stronghold. I want to show you something. I like to talk with evidence. Ask yourself, how many we have lost it on social media, and that was where we won it from. Because people are tired. People are tired. No one want to protect the president. No one want to work with the president. Now, look, this is a social media statistics that was posted by Upnd. Those days before election, Upnd and their friends were nowhere to be found. But today, as we speak, Upnd is having 6 million people that they are talking to each month. 6 million people. And you know that Upnd is a PF page. They support PF because of what is the name of that guy? Emmanuel Mamba. I know it's one of the owners of Upnd. So this is a PF page. They are talking to 6 million people. Now they are number 1. On number 2, Zambian reports 5.8 million people. They are this is a PF. It's a PF page, Zambian report. Now, number 3, Smart Ego. This is a PF, totally PF page. Totally PF page. Then, number 4, Muizikanji. Number 5, Muizikanji. Number 6, President HH, talking to 2.8 million. Kalemba, who is balanced. He supports PF, he supports UPND, it's balanced. They are at 2.6 million. Z-Block, ZNBC, Millie Beauty Product. Now, number 11 is the page of PF itself, Patriotic Front, reaching 1.1 million people. Now, you can see that social media is no longer ours. UPND has lost it on social media. We are no longer, today, if Edgar can open a page, he will beat our president hands down. When we post, like for example, I post something against PF, come and see. Come and see the attack that will come. PF have regrouped. They have energy now. They are now getting united and they are fighting back. We have lost it on social media. This is the truth. I don't know how to lie. I don't want to lie to you. We have lost it. Why did we lose it? Because no one is interested anymore. And if we lose it here on social media and leave it for PF, or maybe for what is the name of that guy? Socialist Party member, or maybe for Kambiri or any other person on Dambo, anything can happen. These guys, They are planning a lot of things. If we leave this thing for them, how are we going to manage the pressure that is about to come? You can never win an election because of what you achieve in government, because of everything that you have done in government. You only win an election through information. If winning an election because of what is done is possible, if winning an election is because of what you have achieved is possible, Edgar Lungu was not going to lose the election. He was going to win. Edgar Lungu was working, but working with people that majority of them were selfish. No one was able to come and give out information. If through social media, Upnd is reaching 6 million people, Zambia report is meeting 4.6 million people. How many people are going to vote? So you see, election is won through information. And as we speak today, PF is the one that is in charge of social media. They control it. They give out the information. Look, let me say this. Even if President HH make 1 kwacha or $1 to be equal to 1 kwacha and make Zambia economy the economy of Dubai, without information, it's not going anywhere. We have lost it. Those that call themselves presidential aides, those that call themselves people that are appointed by the president, are the people that are supposed to find out what is going on. They will tell you that the people that sacrifice, thinking that they would benefit after Upnd win election, are not benefiting. Those people that we are fighting on social media for Upnd, Ailis, Sikaili, Kelvin Mukoka, Mr. Matomela, how many are there? There are so many to be mentioned. None of them have been remembered. They are still poor. And as we speak today, let me say this. As we speak today, most of the youth that campaigned, that wanted to benefit from the fruit of their labor, are neglected. Whereby a tender for fertilizer supply was called upon, and youths struggled, spent their money preparing documents, saying now that we have a government of our own, we will benefit. They were not given. 50% of fertilizer deal was given to Alpha Commodity. Mr. Alpha Commodity, I want to ask you, your price is too high. Your price was very high compared to, I have all the information at disposal for the right time. Your price was high. How did you manage to win a tender supplying 50%? How many millions of dollars? And to make the matter worse, I'm told that is the husband to the Minister of Information. Why do people usually forget quickly? PF was removed because of corruption. In this government that all of us fought for, thinking that, okay, now, thank God that this government has come, there will be free of corruption. One man, Mr. Alpha, I think we must also start worshiping you. Of all the whole company that competed, got 50%. Even brought in a company, a different company, and that company was also given a tender. And the youths that suffered for the party, nothing was given to them. Now, tell me, how are you going to come back and win election? Tell me, is it not the same thing we fought against? I think people are not telling the president the truth. People are not telling the president the truth. The people that he appointed have destroyed, not they will destroy. They have totally destroyed Upnd. As we speak today, there is nothing like Upnd on the ground. I swear. If election has to be called today, and you put Bowman Lusambo in Kwacha, and put a member from Upnd, if Upnd is working, how can our president, a whole president that has a lot of important things to do, spending 5 days in Copperbelt, going from house to house? What is the duty of our Secretary General? What is the duty of our minister of Copperbelt and Secretary General is enough to go and campaign if we are popular and we are going to win? We are no longer popular. The people that fought for the party have been neglected. Neglected, I mean totally neglected. The people that are eating, not just eating. You see, one good thing about PF, even if they're a very corrupt organization, they never ate alone. Never. I know one young man who was writing an article for me when I was in Zambia, a PF cadre. Today, this guy is living well because he was a PF cadre. They managed to put him in opportunity. Upnd people are so the people that President Echet appointed are so stingy, so selfish, that when they see opportunity, they hold it for them and their families alone. So how are you going to progress? How are you going to progress? Eh? Tell me how you are going to progress. Even the court themselves, the police themselves, don't want to work with Upnd because this is Africa. This is Africa. If you don't know how to play African politics, you see this thing like the owner of Alpha Commodity. My brother, you are busy winning contracts in millions. You are so powerful. You serve a miracle God. The God you serve that makes you wrote a quotation. Your price is higher than your friends. And upon that, you got 50% of the contract. Your God is too much. Your God is too much. But I can assure you, you can gather all those money, win all the contract as you want, using your corrupt way, with the corrupt permanent secretaries, and so on, those that are helping you. You are going to, my brother, you are going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Your wife is a minister. She's supposed to, she's supposed to tell you to say, this is not the way it is done. Even in PF, we did not experience this kind of greediness. We didn't experience this kind of greediness. We never saw it. We never saw it. Youths that campaign, youth that thought, okay, this is a fresh breath of life. They campaigned with their resources. Now there is opportunity for them to benefit, for them to eat, for them to win tender. You go and win it alone. Mr. Alpha Commodity, together with your wife, the beauty queen. Continue. Where is Bowman Lusambo's wife and her $1 million perfume today? You are even lucky. Bowman Lusambo is lucky because he has met a government that don't know what they are doing. If I was there, if I was there, by now, even all those, I see you arresting people for Mukula, what, all this rubbish that you are doing. Arrest this person, arrest this person, arrest this person, arrest this person. The day I lost hope about all these things when you arrested Faith Musonda and said you are forgiving her. That's when I know that these things are not going anywhere. Let's just move on and proceed. For the sake of the love we have for a church, we'll keep supporting him. But we are disappointed with all these things. If it was me, and I trust the next person that will come after a church, UPND must pray very hard that HH must hand over power to a UPND member. If it leaves UPND member, both HH, his ministers, his political appointees, so long as you served in this government, you are going in. I know what I'm talking about. I know the people that are queuing up to rule Zambia. You must be very careful. This is not a joke. This is government. I mean, this is not even a state government or a local government. This is a whole federal government, a Republican government. This is it. Be very careful. Those of you appointed, you refuse to help HH. I feel sorry for you. It's not only HH that will suffer if anything happens. Me, myself, I'm not going to suffer. Nothing is going to make me suffer. I want President HH to sit down, think about his future, and change things now where there is still hope. You can say we are working. Yes, you can work. Today, you gave free education. Who is talking about it? No one. You have employed how many teachers? Thousands of teachers. Who is talking about it? No one. Kwacha has stabilized. Now, the second best performing currency in the whole world. Who is talking about it? No one. You don't win election by what you achieve. You win election by information. And if you have to give out information, information can never be given through ZNBC. No one takes ZNBC serious. No one takes ZNBC serious. Information must go out through the people that we are passing information when we are in opposition. That is if you want the information to reach everyone. Please, the Minister of Youth, go back to the drawing board and remember the youth. Nothing is happening for the youth. It's over a year. Nothing is happening for the youth. The youths that sacrifice their money. If you want me to give you the information, I give you the information. Sacrifice their resources. Went to different countries, source for fertilizer, to come and supply fertilizer so that they can be, like they can eat and feed their family and support the party. You carry contract to give Alpha commodity. Only him. Is he the only Zambian? Is he the only one that campaigned for HH? Did I even know about him when we are campaigning for HH? The youths that suffered for the party are still struggling. The people that have been appointed by HH, their tummy now is as big as a 9-month-old pregnant woman. Their tummy is big like this, and they don't care. They don't even want to bring money to the party. As it is today, they cannot even sponsor any party program. How many of them even visit the party secretariat? What is going on? I mean, what is going on? What is wrong in this party? Whereby a whole president will be subjected to a mockery, going to campaign, and at the end of the day, court, ordinary high court, embarrasses the president. And you come and tell me it's normal, it's separation. Separation of what? Separation of what? If the president don't want to interfere with the court, at least he must get information from the court. They must tell him, look, sir, this person is winning the case. This person is winning the case. Don't force us. I don't want to talk. Let's do the right thing. We fought for this government. We fought so hard. You know, we fought so hard. We really fought so hard. We really fought so hard. Democracy does not mean embarrassing the president. Democracy is why the president have the information that Seer was going to win the court case. he says, okay, I'm not going to interfere. Let him win. He already has the information. You save the face of the president, save the face of the nation, and save the face of the government. Interfering with the case is that the president receives information that Seer was going to win. Then he uses power to make the judge, to make me lose. That is interfering. That is dictatorship. Getting information and passing right information to the president does not mean dictatorship. No. Why? Because the people that's supposed to bring that information are not giving that information. They don't know their job. They are just at State House there to make deals. That's all. The only person that is doing something in State House is Jito. From the bottom of his heart. The rest, nothing. They just want to make deal and become rich. Many of them have even become rich. They have farms now with cows. We are just watching. We are not fools. Our eyes are like this. We want the right thing to be done for the people of Zambia. As I conclude, I want to say, President Echet, it is time now for you to sit down and make the right decision. Time is running. Your government has lost it on social media. We are no longer powerful on social media. No one is even talking about HH anymore. The only page that talks about HH today is President HH page. And how many people are you reaching? If we allow PF through Mwebantu, Zambia Reports, Smart Ego, Patriotic Front, and so many of their group to take social media from us, it will be difficult for us in 2026. I love this government, but majority of the people in this government are wrong people. Very wrong people. They are greedy and they are stingy. Stinginess is not only putting your hand in your pocket and give money to somebody. No, you can give opportunity. I was speaking the other day. I was addressing a group chat the other day. I said, look, when Upnd cadres, the people that fought with the president, when they come and say, we need empowerment, you tell them to go and write a business proposal or form cooperative. Most of those guys don't even know what business proposal look like. They don't understand what you mean by business proposal. They can't write. When Sata was alive, Sata said, educated people are cowards. They fear a lot, and it's true. When HH was campaigning, the people that were taking the bullet are the uneducated people. When he was threatened, when they said, if you see you on the ground, we are going to kill you, the people that were sacrificing their life, ready to die for HH, was the poor people and the uneducated people. Rich people, these guys that are ministers now, ambassadors, these guys that are now, their tummy now is as big as Nebuchadnezzar, these guys that are enjoying, they were not there. None of them came to defend, none of them came on the road to protect HH. But they are the ones that are benefiting. These guys that are not educated, not even HH, in all these things I don't blame HH. It is the responsibility of the minister. It's the responsibility of the permanent secretaries. It is the responsibilities of directors to pick on these guys, these uneducated guys, PF cadres, UPND cadres, and put them in places, take them to the mines, and say, go to the mines, do this, they will pay you. Pick stones, separate stones, do this, You fix them. You find the opportunity, you put them. In the ministry, oh, you don't have papers? Come and clean for us. Come and do this for us. You empower the people. They don't have papers. They can't write. But that is not happening. Ministers are empowering their families and their friends. Ministers' wives are being given big position and directors in companies. A minister's husband is getting contract worth millions of dollars. The youth that suffered are not getting anything. And you think that people are stupid. We are not stupid. We want the right thing to be done. We believe the sincerity, innocency, and the word of President HH. And we want to see it in action. We want to see it. We want to see the youths enjoying. We want them to be giving, look, if I was a minister, a minister of the, as we speak today, there is a minister, youth minister, and the permanent secretary, permanent secretary. How many of these influential youths that campaign for HH have you met? Sat with them. How many of them? Apart from Jito that met so many of them, you as a minister, how many have you met? The other day, Alice was saying, Papa, say one, what? This government, not only him, the Brian, or not Brian, what is his name? Kelvin Mukuka. You have frustrated him. I don't know whether he's alive or he's dead upon all the sacrifices he made in Luapula. This one now that have become a Kinako Matomela, who is now roaming around the street, going to look for people to come and do. You have frustrated him. Pumi, there is the other lady, Pumi. You have frustrated him. All the people that Larry Mwetua, that guy, that lion, no matter, even if you offended the president or offended anybody, the work that guy did is big enough to forgive him and remember him. Where is Larry Mwetua? Nothing. The people that are getting position in government are people that we didn't even know they existed. We didn't know that they existed. I saw the DMMU coordinator. I never saw him during campaign. If there is anybody like that, I never knew that a person like that existed. But immediately election was won. It's DMMU coordinator. Enjoying what you did not fight for. Why there are people like Thompson, Mr. Thompson, that was even campaigning on wheelchair. You are very comfortable now, but you are not going to be there forever. While you still have opportunity, make things right. If you do not make things right, you are going to regret. The president himself must go and find out that there is nothing like UPND on the ground. No, there is no genuine UPND member that is happy. People are frustrated. Not because of you, Mr. President, but because of the people you appointed. The people that you have appointed are very selfish people, individuals. They hide opportunities. They want to eat alone. They don't want to eat with anybody else. That is why somebody like Alpha Commodity is getting 50%. His Excellency, if you are not aware, this man, his price is higher than others. And he actually used a greedy, what kind of thing is this? Using another name and another company winning contract when Alpha Commodity has been given majority of the contract. So meaning we campaign for him to eat and his family so that he's a beautiful information minister, can look more beautiful and show us Pepe. We'll be watching her every day on Facebook, putting this makeup and put that makeup. Pa! That will not happen. Do the right thing before it's too late. All the people that suffered must eat. If you look at John Sangwa today, John Sangwa stood and fought against PF. John Sangwa fought against PF. He fought against PF like a cat and dog. What have you done for him? The man, you have frustrated him. You just left him and threw him just like that. What have you done for John Sangwa? When he starts fighting Upnd today, don't blame him. The man that is the ambassador of Australia now, Mr. What is his name? Mr. What is the name of this guy? Mr. The one that has a Facebook page, the ambassador, Zambian ambassador to Australia. Alias, Mr. Alias. Alias didn't do as much as Sangwa did. Alias didn't do anything, but he has been rewarded. He's now an ambassador. And he's now the latest Emmanuel Mwamba. It's just that I don't want to fight Upnd. Upnd is a party very dear to me. It's like a party very dear to me. But what is his name? This Mr. What do you call him? Mr. Alias. Alias, what did he do? John Sangwa stood against B10, stood against the Tamofe Digalungu, fought tooth and nail. Alias was fighting through social media. And sometimes when you look at the people that are watching him, 200, 300, 400, it didn't have any following or it didn't have any impact on what he was doing. But he has been rewarded. What about John Sangwa? So, what do you expect us to do? What do you expect us to do? You go back to the drawing board. We are losing it. We are losing it. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If we continue like this, we are not going anywhere. They will mess us up. Upnd, President HH is a president that came from the minority. And to take power from him is as easy as ABC. Forget about Obasanjo and all these other guys. By the time the game becomes serious, they will not even pick calls from the president. They will not pick your calls. These are business people. Obasanjo was in Liberia there. Didn't they kick them out? It's very easy. You know, when this game becomes tough, when the game becomes a game, all these people will run away. So when you stay half time, please make things right. Make things right. I want you to speak to your people. If possible, reshuffle them. The people at State House are not helping the president. They're not helping you at all. Really, you can be the best president, achieve everything, but if there is no information going out, you're not going anywhere. What destroyed Edgar Lungu is because he was working, thinking that he was working, but no one was giving out information. We took advantage of that and destroyed him completely. And PF, they have learned this already. That's why PF have managed to acquire Mwebant. They have acquired Mwebant. Seer one, Dr. Elias did excellent job. Of course, I didn't say he didn't do any job. But you cannot compare the job he did to that of Sangwa. Any normal human being cannot compare it. If there was anybody to be honored between the two, Sangwa was going to be honored first. Everyone did a good job, but compare the impact. I know what I'm talking about. So this we really need to wake up. I want to say that I love you. May God bless you. Upnd leaders, wake up. Most of the things I'm talking about is actually you, not HH. HH is just a man. It's one man. He cannot do it all. The people around him are not helping him. They are not helping at all. They are greedy. Like I said, this is how it was with Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu was busy working, thinking that, okay, maybe because I've worked, people will vote for me. No one will vote for you because you have worked. Even if you turn Zambia to Dubai, no one will vote for you because of that. People vote information. People vote information. And as we speak today, we no longer have those information. PF are the ones now that are leading in information. If you see the celebration that happened everywhere on Facebook, it was littered with bomb and bulldoze have won, Milanji have won. Like it was a big thing. Because these guys, they are in charge of information. They have taken over information. And what can we do? I'm not going to fight alone. The people that we are fighting with us must be remembered, so that they can continue fighting. How do you expect the people that took over social media and campaigned for HH to continue talking when they don't even have money for talk time? When they don't have money for talk time. So let's wake up before it's too late. Take care of yourself.